Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to meet again in 5 years and in 10 years. The reason that we chose with this Valley Green Inn, as I said to some people before, was that it's close to the neighborhood where Elsa and Perry grew up, and they used to come down here to the inn, and then, you want to tell?
No, you go.
Okay. And Elsa used to horseback ride right around here and ice skate. Wow. So we thought this would be a good place to come to the memory.
I go to ice skating like that.
I forgot about that.
Okay. So, we're going to turn this over to Perry, who has a few words.
Where's the cheese? Here comes the ham.
Perry is Elsa's younger brother.
Before I start, I'd like to point out that we have a guest book here, and I would be very happy if everyone would sign in and write a little note. It's a tradition that goes back many, many years. This practice came from Denmark, this guest book. It's had a lot of notations in it. We'd like quite a few more here today. Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to this wonderful occasion, Elsa's 90th birthday, or as she refers to it, the 50th anniversary of her 40th birthday. We all owe a great vote of thanks to Robin and Elliot, who drove halfway over the Delaware Valley looking for the most appropriate place to have this great occasion. I would also like a special welcome to those of you who came from so far, Florida, from Maine, to be here on this great day. So it's my honor, what little I have, to welcome you, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what it was like back in the day at 338 West Porter Street, where we all grew up. Well, in 1884, Esser and Etta Sachs and their 5 children packed up all their belongings from Kelma, the little town of Kelma in Lithuania, and headed for the United States. They probably left from either Bremen or Hamburg on a steamship, and they wound up in Philadelphia. Well, Dad met Mom, they fell in love, they got married, they started their own family, and later on they bought this great house at 338 West Porter Street. It was a very large house. Well, it's still standing. It still is a very large house. 16 rooms, 4 baths, an L-shaped porch, vestibule, front lawn, side lawn, back lawn, a little fish pond, a grape arbor. So it was a great house, and we have a lot of memories from it. I'd like to tell you what a day in the life might have been like at 338. Well, Dad would get up early in the morning and he would walk 2.5 blocks down to the Upsall Railroad Station of the Pennsylvania Railroad, their Chestnut Hill line, and he would take the train into Philadelphia. At that time, he got off at Broad Market, right opposite City Hall. He walked a few blocks to his office, the Bankers Trust Building. Not a good name nowadays, but in those days it was quite respectable, where he shared an office with our Uncle Carl. Also, when you came home from school, you would either walk the Samoyed or the Irish setter,
Lucky.
and what was the name of the Eskimo?
Iggy.
Igloo. And then your friends would come around. Betty Hurst, Phyllis Nolan might stop by. Also, Jane Engelman, well, it might have been a little bit later. Amy Markowitz,
Definitely.
Adele and Herman. And then on a Friday night or Saturday night, boyfriend would stop by. Charles Lamb.
Oh,
We
God.
never heard about this.
Oh, my.
And what was that other fellow's name? Murray Adler. Yes, yes.
That's better.
And when you went to a movie, you had a choice of all these movie theaters along Germantown Avenue. The Sedgwick, the Upsall, the Rialto,
Can I have a
the
memory of
Orpheum,
that?
the Bandbox, and there was one more, I can't remember the name. And your favorite film was Nelson Eddy and Jeanette MacDonald in Northwest Outpost,
No.
Chocolate Soldier,
No, keep going.
Sweethearts,
No.
Rosemary.
No.
What was
Something with the Cajuns
it?
down in around Louisiana.
New Orleans? Yeah, Louisiana's what it came from.
Downhearted Men, where does that come from?
I thought that was from the Northwest Outpost, where he was a mountain.
No.
I went on the internet and I looked up all these Jeanette MacDonald, Nelson Eddy films. This was the list.
Tony Marietta.
Tony Marietta. Well, didn't I miss?
No, you didn't.
did.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's right at the head of my list. Oh. Well, Mom's Day would consist of maybe going down into the basement where we had 2 stone wash tubs with a hand wringer in the middle. And she would wash clothes, rinse clothes. She would take them upstairs, and we had this large mangle, it was called, big heated rollers, which was ideal for ironing such things as
Took
sheets,
up a half a room.
pillowcases. Yes, it did take up half the room. Let me describe a little bit of the house itself. I talked about the gardens, but it had a vestibule when you walked in. Then there was a foyer with a little settee off to the side, the stairway leading up to the second floor. There was to your right, there was a living room. And I always remember that big tapestry, Diana's Hunt by Rubens.
Oh, gosh.
Remember that?
Your mother made that, right?
She did it, yeah. She did it. The pattern was there, and then she bought the walls and made this huge tapestry.
I still have it. Yes.
And then there was the next room was the dining room. We had this great little portable table with
Oh,
wheels.
gosh. Oh, gosh. It was
It was
a
serving
tea-cart.
table.
A tea-cart.
But it also was very nice for
A little
a
boy.
little boy to get underneath and pedal the wheels and go around and annoy the guests.
It was your first big wheel.
And there was a breakfast room. Then there was the big hallway where we had this mangle. One of my grandmother's rooms was off to the right, and then we had the kitchen. And behind the kitchen we had a pantry with an ice box, not a refrigerator, an ice box.
It doesn't mean much to the youth
Why
here.
don't you tell them what an icebox is?
Then an iceman would come around with big cubes of ice, like this big, on tongs. And he'd put it in the ice box, and it would keep things cool until the next time he came around. On the second floor, we had to the first room to the right was your bedroom, then it was Mom and Dad's bedroom, and then it was my bedroom.